All right, we got Ludvig Aberg on the operating table here, and brand new kid on tour, less than a year, and I think he's ranked 30th in the world, and he will be number one within 3 years. That's my prediction. This kid's going to be a world beater. Now, what I like about his swing, excuse me, it's old school. There's a lot of old school action in this swing. And I'm going to get him paused right down here at impact. I'm going to show you what we're talking about. Look at his right arm here. His right arm is almost fully extended. Not completely, but almost. Look at his spine bend at this point in time in his swing. Get a different color up here. All right, he's got not a lot of bend in that swing, in that spine, I'm sorry. The young kids now, all these new young breeds, so to speak, have a tremendous amount of right side bend. I mean, their right side bend, this new breed, these young kids are like this. Their spine angle is in this position. Their right arm is almost like this at impact, this new breed. But he's more old school. He extends through impact just ever so slightly. As you can see, his upper body is working away from the target line this way ever so slightly. All right, which allows him to extend his arms through impact. And I'm going to forward this now in slow motion. He's using a lot of his arms and hands and forearms to square up the club face. See how his hips almost stop through impact a little bit? This is completely old school. Really, really neat stuff. You don't see this too often anymore with anybody, to be honest with you, especially the young breed. And he's an exception, obviously. But I tell you what, let's keep him going here. Right here, you can see the hands. Let me do this in a little bit faster speed, anyways. It's easier to see. Yeah, lower body's hips kind of stall through impact, just ever so slightly. Let's get him in slow motion here, coming down to the ball. All right, hips are rotating, 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 and bang, right there. These hips have froze just ever so slightly, allows the hands to pass. That is old school. And this kid, he's going to be a world beater. But it's good to see this old technique. And I expect him to dominate in the future. Big time dominate. Now, one thing about his swing, though, folks, is without all this right side bend, you're going to see him play golf into his mid to late 30s without much injury to his back. Again, not a lot of right side bend through impact, so he can play golf hurt-free, if you will. But in any event, we'll see how he does.